Hi, my name is Ted Cross and I'm a technical advisor with Novi Labs. Today I'm going to show you how to build a regional machine learning profile across a basin or an area of interest. I'm in the forecast engine software right now, and I've selected the well inventories pane. For this particular study, I laid out a series of pads going essentially from the far southwestern edge of the play out to the northeast. And let me show you how easy it is to do one of these machine learning cross sections. So after you kind of give the cross section a name, the next thing you do is you just go click down here into the green, add a new, and choose the pad that you're thinking about developing or the kind of unit development that you're considering. And I'm going to choose this 44660, that's 4 Middle Bakken and 4 Three Forks wells at 660 foot spacing, which is pretty close to the basin average down here. So after I click that, I just click on the map where I want to drop it in there. I like to start my pads at number 1. So let me just do that. I find it's actually easiest to just kind of copy this and paste it, and I'll just kind of do that for a few of these here. And this is like relatively low density that I'm doing for this particular view, but it's you can do it at as dense as you want. It just takes a little bit of time to lay those out. So I'm gonna go grab these 3 pads here that I made a copy of. Just kind of zoom them up in that direction. Let's make another copy of these guys. You see I'm running into some issues here with the PDP wells kind of popping up. So if I just hit that ignore PDP, or hit that turn them off up there in the map layers, that's no problem. And let me just kind of keep going up here. Almost done. And let's check, see if I made it to the edge of the basin yet. Not quite. Copy and paste. So pretty easy to use that copy and paste functionality, and that's going to get me almost all the way there. Okay, so pretty easy to use that copy and paste functionality. You see I laid out about right around 10 pads here. There's a couple critical things for you to do when you're doing one of these analyses. The first is you want to turn on that ignore PDPs for well spacing, and that's because, as you see, there's a bunch of development that I have already laid out. These are the PDP wells in the basin. So these wells over here will have lower spacing. Some of these, it might be dropped right in the middle of a dense development, and it's gonna have some issues, and that's gonna give it a kind of an extraneous signal. So I turn on that ignore PDPs for well spacing to get kind of a consistent result. The next thing that I like to do is I just want to go through and number them 1 through n. That helps me as I can go through and plot them kind of by the pad number in Tableau or Spotfire. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, one more thing that we need to do here before we go to run the forecast set. Let me just select these using that little multi-select lasso up there. And because I was copying and pasting these, it kept the TVDs the same, but I want to make sure that I'm extracting the proper TVDs at the actual well location. So I've now, by hitting those little warning signs, it's going to go through and extract that. So I just did that little demo there. Let me pull up the one that I had loaded previously for this particular study that we're looking at. So for this one, I wanted something that was higher resolution. I laid out up to 52 different total pads across that profile, just to really kind of capture what's going on geologically. You can decide what's best for you and for your study. Okay, so then whenever it's time to go and kick off a forecast set, you do it kind of exactly the same like you would anything else. It's just you're choosing that well inventory right there that you did for the regional profile or the regional cross section. So that's it. It's pretty simple. Just give it a look. I recommend you use this whenever you're trying to understand regional trends. It's a pretty powerful tool. Simple combination of the ignore PDPs and the ability to lay out these wells along with a powerful model. So thanks for listening.